you can't give away your pearls for free. No. You have one pearl, take care of it, and know that the right guy will come along and he will enjoy that pearl, and you will know that you have a man that has responsibility that he holds with his dear life. Okay. Hey sis, hey, thank you for calling me again. I love it when I see your number pop up on my screen. I love it. And if you're new here and you're thinking, what on earth is she talking about? I definitely do not have a number, and I definitely am not calling her. I'm doing a new thing for 2024, and that is basically that I am FaceTiming you guys, aka this, basically, just to keep it very personal, very short, very vulnerable. I like to have my conversations real and raw. So that is the reason why we're doing FaceTimes, basically. So welcome. Today's conversation is going to be about 3 single season mistakes that I made that I see a lot of women making nowadays. And so I just want to bring some light to it. So number 1 is that I see so many women trying to appeal to men as sexy and as desirable, and I love that for you, but at the same time, sis, godly men, the ones that you want to be attracting, don't actually want to wife people like that. Like, yes, you can be sexy and desirable for him, and I love that you're working on yourself and you're going to the gym and keeping that peach, peaching and stuff like that. But then at the same time, like, godly men don't want to wife that. That's what I've seen. And so if you feel like you want to appeal to men and you want to wear the loveliest, sexiest dresses out on a date night where all these other men can see it too, like, my only question to you is, are you really portraying the value in which you want your husband to see you in? Like, are you really carrying that? Are you embodying that? And none of my videos are to condemn. I pray that my lips have grace and honey in the way that I deliver this. Sis, like, this genuinely makes me upset, because I used to be like this. I used to think like this in my single season, that I needed to be sexy in the eyes of like the world and in the eyes of these men to be able to show them that I'm wifeable. And it's like, no, a real man of God is gonna want you to be a package for him in which he can envision, unraveling that package, not that it's already unpackaged and ready for anyone to devour. Like, and of course, I don't blame you at the same time, because social media and just the world portrays this idea that women are like to be objectified. And as much as we don't like to say we want to be objectified, we are objectifying ourselves when we're dressing like that, when we're dressing to show men like the peach that we have and the breasticles that we have. Like, no, sis, your value is so much more than that. And listen, the social media world might tell you that that's what a man likes, and you might see a post of like a couple that gets married and they're wearing the most, or the wife is wearing the most seductive dress ever, and I just want to say, how many of them actually survived in a marriage? Because marriage, you guys, a covenant made in the Lord, the enemy hates it. So there is always going to be attack in marriage. And so if you're solely concentrating on what you're seeing on social media and, this person, look at Megan Goods. Let me just leave it there. Look at Megan Goods. Of course, there's more to that story, but I'm saying, like, what the social media world presents to us isn't always the only truth, or like the truth, or the way forward. Let's just put it straight. So, and my second point is undervaluing yourself. Since becoming a mom, I've been reading and watching things on social media that helps me to understand my children at the age that they're at. So one of the things that I constantly see is how amazing children at the age of like 0 to around 4 to 6 are. Like, they have such a strong sense of value, and you see that in the way that they throw tantrums for your attention, or that you've got the phone in your hand and they want to take it away and stuff like that. That all comes from a place of, listen, I know my value so much so that you being on your phone and not giving me your attention is problematic to me. And I love that. And along the way, from like father wounds and from our fathers that perhaps were on like more so a survival mode than a mode of like being emotionally intelligent and knowing how to raise their children well and whatnot, we've grown up with some kind of trauma, especially this generation, like our generation, like my generation, we've grown up with so much trauma that we have not realized it, but our value has somewhat lost value. That's what it is, lost value. And so I say that to say, you might be operating in that lack of value, in the lack that you see yourself in because of perhaps some father wounds that you need to deal with. And you might be attracting that kind of behavior with the men as well. And so I say that to say, carry yourself or go through that journey of understanding your value in who Christ says you are. Whoever Yeshua says you are is who you are, not who a man said that you were, or not who your father even might have said that you are. So I want to say for this point, like, going through the journey of healing is going to be the most beneficial thing that you can do towards your preparation for marriage and for your preparation of attracting the man of God that you want to marry, because it's so key that you marry a man of God as well, because he is going to be the leader. You are going to be submitted unto a man, and you don't want to be submitted to a man that does not know Christ or that has no interest in Christ, because it's hard to walk through that, I'm sure. And so why would you position yourself in a place of attracting people that don't really know your value, because you haven't taken the time to know your value, sis? So I say that to say, go on that healing journey. It's never going to be time wasted. Sis, this last one, this one, I'm not putting no grace or honey in my lips. You need to stop giving the coochie away. You need to stop giving your pearls away with no responsibility. Sis, you know, in the Bible, when you look at the Ezek's, you will see that a man, after doing that deed, should have the responsibility of taking care of you. We see that in Numbers. Like, why is that the case? Why is it the case that the man has to go to the dad and ask for your hand in marriage and then take a covenant with a glass of wine? Why do you think that is? It's basically saying, look, if I don't take care of your daughter, then this blood will be mine. Like, you can shed my blood, aka you can kill me. There is responsibility that comes with that act. And so when you're wondering, why is the guy that I've been dating for 7 years not engaging me? Or why is this guy like not interested in me other than like that act? And I'm not saying the act because I don't want to be flagged. So just remember, like, you can't give away your pearls for free. No. You have one pearl, take care of it, and know that the right guy will come along and he will enjoy that pearl, and you will know that you have a man that has responsibility that he holds with his dear life. Okay, like, that's the kind of man you want to attract. And so when you're wondering why these guys keep coming into your life and none of them want to marry you, is because you make it out to be so easy to get you, sis. That is not your value. The Father thinks that you're so much more precious than that. The Father puts so much responsibility on the man that takes that cooch. So if the Father does that, why aren't you doing that? Sis, the best decision that I made is to abstain from that until a man that the Lord has for me wants to marry me. And even then, it was still not done until it was done. So we made love on our wedding day for the first time, because that was the only way to tell me, like, okay, this is safe grounds to give you the pearl, the one pearl that is so precious to me. Like, I'm gonna give you that because now I know truly I can be vulnerable with you, because there is a covenant. There is a covenant of responsibility over me. You are gonna cover me like you should if you're getting the coach, you know. So that will be my 3 things that I'm seeing as such a mistake in this time and this day and age. And so, sis, if any of those resonate with you, let the shoe fit, okay? But yeah, wow, look at me. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I really do hope that you enjoyed this FaceTime conversation. I did. I love speaking to you ladies. I love speaking to you sis. And so I will see you in the comment section down below, because I want to know, what did I miss out on? I want to know, what is it that you've picked up on? Like, what's the pattern that you see that single ladies keep making the mistake of? And share it in the comment section down below, because I want people to glean from this space. I want people to know, like, wow, there's so much more to know other than what I say, you know? So let me see you in the comment section down below, and I shall see you in the next video too. Stay blessed. See ya.